Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Nebraska's offense will go to work first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Raiola. Looking down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to throw again. Finds his man. It's Key. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Huskers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him, but, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Sometimes you might be tempted to get a little tricky there. You've got a quarterback, he can fall forward, he can move the chains. Just do that.
Reese, I agree, because if I can't get short yardage situations with the quarterback sneak, I don't deserve to win anyway. So I better be able to toughen up, get a little bit of push, and get the yardage.
From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back to throw, it's Hall. Makes the grab. Spin move. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got him downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. To the air on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and then better job forcing a turnover.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking for a man. It's Hall. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. It's caught. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Big first down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. They'll try to pop the draw.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense way over eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. They go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Johnson. Fights off the defender. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Lowers those pads. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They're going to go right back to him on first down. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the ground game.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
To the air, it's Raiola. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Back to pass, it's Raiola. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. They'll go to the air. Grab behind the line, it's Johnson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nice move to keep running. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Pucks it out of the air. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete. They stop it. Short. First. Be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. It's complete on the right side. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll go to the sneak. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. Turning it on. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Past the 20. You've heard of scoop and score. He wasn't able to do that, but he did scoop and flip the field with that big return.
There are 2 types of fumbles in the world, Reese. There are city fumbles and country fumbles. City fumbles have a lot of bodies around them, so you just want to dive on that fumble. Country fumbles, there's a lot of open grass. That defender saw the green, he picked up the ball, had the convoy, and off he went.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. To the air, it's Raiola. There's the pressure. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. All wide They're going to open this drive with a pass. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Going to the running game. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Scanning the field, it's Hall. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Pocket breaking down. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. This is now a 7-point game. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The handoff to Johnson. Gets it past the marker. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, in the running game making its presence felt. The Huskers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. Grab behind the line. It's Barney. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the 1st down and more. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Hall. time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Once he got some room, it was over. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll keep it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? To the air. It's Hall. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. After the miss on 3rd down, the punt team is on the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Key. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Key. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Now from inside the red zone. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Quick spin on the ride. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man. It's Rayola. Under fire. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Going to the run to start this second half. Got enough for the first down. There he goes! And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This is one way you can try to attack the perimeter of the field, right? Get the option play going. Quarterback has it, reads his key, pitches it out to his running back to see what he can go do in space.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to him again. Fighting off the defender. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through the tackle. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Chambers. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Hall. He's got him. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? He's looking to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one is perfect. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Out of the gun, the inside give.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. He's got him wide open. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job with ball security. The defense, they were able to get and swarm to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
Now this offense is back on the field. Here's the handoff. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. They go to the draw. Nice move there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's got the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll pull it on the read. Gets away from one. He's got space. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fakes to grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Now they'll try the right side. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the offense onto the field again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hall. Trying to set up the screen. At the 35, he's open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, that's a really nice read. This offense has had a lot of success with the running back getting the ball, right? Running the pitch. The quarterback doesn't anticipate that. He keeps the football, makes a nice read. Nothing but green grass, makes the big play on the run.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. The give to the back. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Line gets set, first down. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Dropping back, it's Hall. Shoots it to the left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Toss sweep to the right. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They try to pop a run on the draw. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Looking to throw, it's Hall. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They feed him again. Running into the open space. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Power football with the run. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Cornhuskers have a chance to make that turnover pay off as they come to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll leave it with him. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. It's a fumble on the play. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They boot it away. Corrals it at the 45. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Handoff from the gun. Powers through the defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Hall. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense because on 4th down, they had enough yards to pick up the 1st, keep the drive going, but he puts it on the ground. Defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. This time they stop in behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, it's Hall. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. A run for the quarterback. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. 2nd down coming up. They'll move the tight end. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They're working that left side. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Got it set up on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hall. He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They do believe in this 4-down territory stuff. 0 for 4 doesn't stop him from trying a 5th. On 4th down, going to the air. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.